I think we're going to, hello. I'm Steve Prusak, Juice Guru.
And I'm Julie Prusak.
And I'm the author of The Complete Idiot's Guide to Juice Fasting. And my first book, which was, no, that was my first book. And the book we wrote together last year, which is Juice Guru, Transform Your Life by Adding One Juice a Day. And welcome. This is the kickoff of the 21-day Juice a Day challenge. And you are here with us, and we're really excited, right?
I am so excited to kick this off. And in fact, everyone in our house is kicking this off today, including my parents and everyone who we've invited today. I hope you're joining us too. So here we are. Let's talk about it.
On this video, we're going to talk about it. We're going to share with you the benefits of a juice a day. Why are we going to drink a juice a day? We're going to talk about some of the frustration some of us have keeping our resolutions and the answer. We're going to reveal that. What is the answer to keeping those resolutions? And we're going to tell you basically the protocol on how to do this on your own or with us for the next 21 days. And it all starts today.
That's right.
So should we dive right in?
Yeah, let's talk about why a juice a day. What are the benefits of that?
All right, well, some of the benefits of a juice a day include weight loss, increased energy, better mental clarity and focus, overall productivity throughout your day. Those are just some of the benefits.
Right. I mean, we've been talking about this on email. You've been talking about this a lot on email. We've been talking about this on our live streams. But most of us make New Year's resolutions. They're either to lose weight. That's a big one. Sometimes it's just to look and feel younger, be more energetic. And how do we reach those goals? And we've sort of been talking about it, but we wanted to give you yet another tool to reach that. So let's talk about maybe a little bit about why or how juicing helps you reach each one of those goals.
All right, but we didn't even talk about health or, even reversing and preventing major diseases. So that's just yet another thing. There's tons of studies in our book about that, and that's another reason we want to include the juices in our body.
That's right.
So juices versus smoothies, like there is a difference. Might have a Vitamix or what's the other one? NutriBullet, Blendtec. Those are blenders, and they're great. They'll create smoothies and green smoothies, which are a fantastic addition to your diet. We have one. We have a couple, actually, and we use it all the time. But there is a difference, and it's proven. Studies show that juices have 2 times more nutrients, minerals, vitamins, in that one glass than your smoothie does. But that's only the tip of the iceberg. Should we talk deeper?
Right, yeah. So that was a side-by-side comparison using the exact same ingredients in a smoothie as were in a juice, and they found 2 times more nutrition. Why? Well, the process is different in a blender. So you get this question all the time. I have my DynaBlend or I have my Vitamix. Why can't I just use that? And it is the fact that the juices are so much more powerful, and it's because of the oxidation. So when you're using a blender or even one of those centrifugal juicers, you get a lot more oxidation because of, the movement of the blades, it's spinning, and that reduces the nutrition. But also you can get so much more produce inside a juice. So many more fruits, so many more vegetables inside a juicer into like a, 24-ounce glass than you can in a smoothie. That's more nutrients too. But what else? There's one other really big thing, right? About how you digest and incorporate all
right.
that.
And because the smoothie, there's so much fiber in that, and your body has to do a lot of work. We think of it like this. I'm playing with the camera here. That's why I keep going back and forth. It was on you, and now it's on me. We think of it like this. The blender is it takes away the mastication, the chewing process. The juicer takes away the mastication, chewing process, but also the digestion. So we're left with what feeds us through our vegetables and fruits when we chew it down. And there's just no way we're going to chew our vegetables and fruit 100,000 times to get all those nutrients out that you're going to get in a juice. So our body's able to assimilate it faster into our bloodstream, where the smoothie will take,
6 to 8 hours. Just through the stomach process. So before it goes through the stomach.
Right. And it's about 15 minutes with the juice. So it gets right into your bloodstream and it feeds your organs on a molecular level. And your body just is free to just really thrive. And that's why it works. We know it works. It works we have a certification program. Our juice coaches are working with clients and they're getting phenomenal results with juicing. Mm-hmm. And so we love smoothies, and Juice Guru is all about healthy living, drinking our green smoothies, drinking our juice, and eating a healthier diet, gravitating more towards plant-based foods throughout our day instead of the heavily processed foods that's going to weigh us down and we're just going to gain weight.
Right, and then there's one more really big benefit from a juice a day. So we talk about, how are you going to meet your resolutions? How are you going to lose weight? How are you going to feel and look younger? I mean, Steve, you're 48 years old, and I'm 47, and I feel a lot younger than I feel and I look. I feel a lot more younger than I did 7 years ago when you and I got back together. And so obviously there's the benefits of flooding your body with that much nutrition. But the other benefit that a juice a day has is that you're just adding one thing to your diet. So all you're doing is every morning you're waking up and you're just kind of putting other things aside. Maybe you're waiting for your coffee if you drink coffee, or you're waiting to have your breakfast. And instead you flood your body with all these nutrients. It's so much easier for you psychologically to incorporate that than to change everything in your diet, and you get the benefits.
Right. And one of the number one thing I'm getting, a lot of people are coming to me and saying, I made all these New Year's resolutions. I bought a new juicer and a new blender and a dehydrator and even sprouters to start sprouting and growing wheatgrass. And I'm not using them all. It's becoming really frustrating because I'm not able to stay the course. I don't know what it is in my mindset that's limiting me or keeping me from doing that. We're all good there.
Okay.
I don't know what it is that's keeping me there on track.
Right? So a lot of people are very frustrated. So you have the answer. And the answer is based on 26 years of experience.
What I was going to say is I've been there because I'd, been down that road before and was overweight and out of shape. And by the time I got out of college, I couldn't even walk up a flight of stairs without panting. And I was smoking over a pack a day. And it's when I found juicing and started incorporating it into my life with, replacing meals with juice or whatever it be, even if a juice cleanse, I found that, a few years down the road, nicotine came out the tips of my fingers. And that's really what set me on the course to making this a passion and sharing it with you because I knew the healing results this would have. So the juice a day, what we're seeing with that's why we want to do this 21-day challenge, because making it a habit is the number one thing to make this happen for you this year.
Right, and anyone can do a juice a day. Not everyone can do. We just finished the Smart Cleanse. Steve, you're still on the Smart Cleanse, doing 7 days of juicing, but not everyone can just drink only juice. But a juice a day is something that everyone can do and get great benefits from small, young children. I mean, when we do our juicing demos, when we've been doing them at Whole Foods, kids come up, they love the juices, they feel really great. My son, your stepson, Eli, he drinks a juice and he's learned to really love juice. And it really helps them both stay healthy, stay in school, and also it helps their brains be clear and helps their academic performance.
Right. So like Julie's saying, it doesn't matter what age you are. This is something you can do with your entire family. It's a great thing to influence them to have that juice a day. And so how do we do our juice a day? Well, we're going to drink our juice first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. And there's a reason for that. Every night when we're sleeping, our body, I think of it this way. I mean, in this book, we talked about how we break a fast, and it's really important. We fast every night, whether we're doing a juice fast or water fast or anything. Those hours you're sleeping, you're not eating. Your body is finally getting a break and able to build and repair all those functions in your body. So in the morning, what are we going to do? Are we going to flood it with heavy breakfasts like waffles, pancakes, cereal, eggs, waffles, bacon, whatever it is? Are we going to slow down and reverse all the good things? Or instead, we can continue the process by, instead of eating these things that are reversing the good we did, we're going to just put a fresh juice right into our body first thing in the morning. And it's going to continue the cleansing. And if you're looking to lose weight, well, then we're going to have at least 32 ounces first thing in the morning, and that's going to carry you over till lunch or maybe a mid-morning snack. And that's the way I do it, and it's just a great way to live. It's a great protocol.
That's right. And you're, like we said, you're getting all those benefits, but also it's going to help you slowly change. We talked about the fact that you only have to do one thing. You only have to add a juice a day. And psychologically, that's a really big advantage to having a juice a day and not having to change everything. But you're going to want to change things too. So you're going to start craving. You're going to find once you're doing this, that's why 21-day challenge, because by day 10, by day 12, health, you're going to start feeling so much better that your body's going to start craving healthier foods, and you're going to naturally, without making yourself do it, or saying, oh, I can't eat that, or I have to eat this portion of that. You're just going to naturally gravitate towards those healthier foods, and that's also going to help you stay.
Yeah, that's an amazing side effect that we never really talk about, and that's really what does happen. I love that part of it.
That's right.
So we start to make healthier choices, and it puts us on track, and as a result, we start to reach all those goals that right now we might be struggling with or wondering how to get back on track, and completely avoid the yo-yo diet. We don't need to lose weight. Here we are at the beginning of the year. Maybe you're exercising a lot and maybe you're going to drop a lot of pounds, but how do you maintain it? How do you stay in the 8%? Now think about that. Only 8% of people keep and maintain their New Year's resolutions. Do you want to be in that 8%? Or do you want to be like the rest, the majority, who are just going to lose the weight and then kind of fall back and then next year make new resolutions? Well, we're here to take you by the hand and join together with you to not only keep those resolutions this year, but way into the future as well.
That's right. It's really exciting. And that's why we're kicking off the 21-day challenge.
Yeah, that's a good reason.
That's right. And it's the first step. There are so many steps that you can take to easily make a habit. And think about it. Why do you want to make it a habit? Because everything you do, probably about 70 to 80% of the things you do in your day are habits. What do you do when you wake up? You wake up, maybe you shower, you make your way to the bathroom, you brush your teeth, brush your hair, maybe, make something in the kitchen. All of these things, you probably do them every single morning and more or less in the same order. And that's because they become habits. And that's what we want to do with juicing. That's what the book Juice Guru was about. And that's what we're starting today with the 21-day challenge, because people always say 21 days to make a habit. That's really not true. Sometimes more, sometimes less. But 21 days is a darn good start.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And if you're in the Juice Guru Academy already, one of the things you're going to do now, if you haven't yet, is watch the Juicing for Longevity series. That's a great way to kick this off, and it's really supplemental to this program. It's part of your Netflix of Natural Health. It's just one of the many programs you've got to choose from, and we're here to direct you throughout these 21 days. We're going to be with you to tell you which of those programs to go through. We're going to connect with you on a weekly basis to make sure we're on track of these 21 days right here on video. So that's part of the 21-day challenge too. So that's all part of your membership in Juice Guru Academy. We want to thank you for supporting us and being part of what we call our tribe.
Well, let's talk about Juicing for Longevity. Let's talk about why that's in there and why we say to go to that first. And that's because what we've done is we've taken all the research we've done. We had it in our book. We talk about it sometimes, and it's the research not just into the benefits of juicing, that we talk about all the time too, but it's the research, the psychological research on those things that are proven to help you make a healthy habit. And it's the process and the step-by-step process, and we take you through that in Juicing for Longevity. And the first step, which, well, aside from the 21-day challenge, which means we're all doing this together, that's really helpful, is to make you accountable. So if you're someone who wants to start this 21-day challenge with us, we would like you to invite you to write down below, I'm taking the challenge.
Hey, Mike.
I have been challenged.
I should say, hey, Mike.
Right, we see you down there, but I'm a juicer. And I'm going to take this challenge, right? So declare it to the world. That's one of the
type it in below. Type it on your Facebook profile. Say, I'm going to take this 21-day juice a day challenge and see what it's all about. I want to see for myself what this is like. And I guarantee after the first, 4 or 5 days of putting up juice in your body, it's going to become like a habit and you're going to miss it. I talked about that today, right? Mm-hmm. I talked about the idea that once we start doing this, it gets to a point where we can't live without it. Like if there's a day where we don't get the juice in us, we know something's missing. We don't have the same level of energy. We might feel more lethargic. What else? Which is the same thing, right? More energy and lethargic.
Well, I don't feel the same level of health. I mean, I definitely do. And I think, part of it is just my body has become accustomed to living at this higher level where I'm flooding it all the time with all of these nutrients. And so my brain is working more clearly. My body is functioning better. And when we talk about losing weight, that's also physical. It's not just that you're delaying or skipping a meal because you're having this gigantic juice full of nutrients, but it's because every system in your body is working better, including your metabolism.
Well, the other thing is I've had my experience with the up and down roller coaster of gaining weight and then losing weight and then putting it on again. And this was one of the first times that I've gone into a cleanse and I was doing the juice a day, and it kept me on track from the last cleanse that I did. We don't have to cleanse for the rest of our life. We're looking at cleansing twice a year. That's usually the protocol, 7 days, twice a year, 5 days, like we just did in the Smart Cleanse, somewhere around that.
Right.
That's the next level. If you're looking to really get healthy and turn back the clock on aging, we prevent a lot of the diseases we see our friends and family are succumbing to. That is the protocol to really get to the next level in health. So that's not for everyone though, right?
No. And when you start a juice a day, which we're trying to get you to do with this 21-day challenge, cleanses become something different. You know, you hear maybe some other people talking about how you should just live your life, do what you want, eat McDonald's or whatever processed food, and then just reboot it out. And that's the up and down yo-yo diet roller coaster, which we're talking about avoiding. But when you are doing a juice a day, cleanses become something different. It becomes like a sponge that sort of wrings you out, because remember, every single day of our lives, unfortunately, we're being bombarded with toxins. We're being bombarded by pollution, both from the air we breathe. We live in LA. We know what that's like. This is the most polluted city in the country. From the water that we drink. And you can't filter all that out, but you can clean it out. But the juice a day makes it so that you're not yo-yoing in between. It's a maintenance cleaning. So it's something that's really healthy for you to do, but something that's absolutely not necessary if you're on the Juice a Day program. So let's get challenged.
So where are you now? Are you drinking juices? Are you drinking smoothies? Or is any of this part of your life? So to start making this a habit, what we want to do is first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, if you can even start with a smoothie or a green smoothie, even better than a smoothie, and just make that your habit, which is a great way to start your day too. If not that, and even if you can't make a juice that morning, even just taking some water like you did this morning and squeezing some lemon in there, 2 or 3 lemons in your water, and you've got a great start. A little cayenne pepper too to really, make your blood start flowing. That's a great way to start. And just, do something once a day, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, whether it be that juice, whether it be the lemon water or a green smoothie or a piece of fruit, the very least, a piece of fruit, something to start this pattern. So the 21-day Juice a Day challenge is for you no matter where you are. You can start right now with the fruit, lemon water, smoothie, or right to the green smoothie or juice, like we're doing, the juice. We want to get to the juice. We want to work up the ladder, escalate to the juice, no matter where you are on the journey. This is for you. This program is for you, and we're going to take it at your pace, no matter where you are. So I think that's really about what I had.
That's a really great point. And also, maybe some of you want to become juicers, but you don't yet have a juicer. So it's great to start with those other things. And what that does is it puts a placeholder. So we talked about the daily habits you might do every morning. You've got pretty much an order. It's called a chain of habits. So you want to insert a habit that's a healthy habit into that chain. So right after you're done brushing your teeth, maybe you would have otherwise gone and made coffee. Start with a fresh piece of fruit, or start with that water with lemon, or if you have a juicer, start with that juice, and let's get it started. But I think the number one thing, and again, going back to the reason why we're launching this Juice a Day challenge, is the key to it all is accountability and declaring to yourself, to your subconscious mind, and to everyone that you're going to do this, that you are a juicer, and that you're serious about being in that 8% of people who finally not only reach, but keep your resolution this year.
Those are the first steps. The rest you'll find in the Juicing for Longevity program, which you'll find in your membership site as Juice Guru Academy. So just go. That's just kind of a tip of the iceberg of what that brings. Bob said, the Smart Cleanse has been wonderful for me. I'm still on the cleanse until Friday. I'm seeing lots of improvements. I'm going to maintain a juice a day after the cleanse. Awesome, Bob.
Right.
And we're with you on that. And I'm still on the Smart Cleanse too. That's how great I feel. And I'm going till Thursday, and then I'm going to break it on Friday. just green juices and loving it. Lots of energy.
And if you're still on the Smart Cleanse, well, then you're automatically doing at least a juice a day. So you are on the 21-day challenge. So great for you. Great for you, Bob. Anyone else want to declare it? Please go ahead, because that really gets you started. And if you don't already, if you're not already a member,
and not only that, you can even tag someone in your family and tag them, say, hey, let's do this juice a day challenge. Get your family and friends involved. We find like having the support is the best. Like Julie said earlier in the video, her parents are out here from New Jersey. They're visiting us right now, and they've started the challenge. They're drinking the juice a day. We love connecting with friends and family and really making this, a heart-to-heart effort. And we don't want to do it on our own, right?
No, and I can really see it. I'm so glad you brought up my parents, because while we were on the actual cleanse, they started their Juice a Day challenge before we did that. And I started out by making them the first two days. I made their juices for them so they could get an idea of what to put in it and how the juicer works. And this is the juicer they're going to buy. We're using the Slow Star, so they're going to have it for them when they go back home. But by now, I think this is day 4 or 5 maybe, they're making their own juice. They're cleaning the juicer. They're doing it really easily. And I can already see the habit starting to form in their minds. And I see that they're getting hooked on it.
Right. The juicers we use are the ones we offer our tribe. It's the only ones it's the ones that I discovered 26 years ago when I first began this journey. My very first juicer was a Tribest Green Star. And back then, everyone knew it was the best juicer out there. Now there's a lot of different competitors out there, but they're still the best. And we use the vertical Slow Star upright juicer for the daily juice. It's real easy to use, versatile. Or if we're going to make batches like I've been doing with the Smart Cleanse, I've got the Elite Juicer, and I'm making enough juice to last me for 3 days. I juiced, when was it on? 2 days ago now?
Yeah.
This is the third day.
This is the third day.
I haven't had to make any juice. It's all in the refrigerator. I just go to it. It could be the same thing for daily juicing. We can make that in batches. So it's either the Tribest Slow Star or the Green Star Elite as awesome juicers to use. If you're more into green juices, go with the Green Star Elite. If you're more into the versatility of being able to have some of the fruit juices too, then go with the Slow Star. We find it's a little better for that. Any other differences?
No, I think they're both amazing juicers, and it's just based on your preference and what works for you. But they're both amazing.
So if you're watching the replay or if you're watching this in the membership, make your declaration below. Type it in below. Make your declaration. If you're on Facebook and you're seeing this video there, tag anyone that you want to be part of this, to support you on this journey. We're going to review those and really support you along the way.
Yeah, we're ready. And I don't know if you mentioned, but if you're a member of Juice Guru Academy, then you have everything you need to really get all of those psychological tools aside from just taking the 21-day challenge, which is big with us. But if you're not, there is a trial membership. You can get it, and are you going to put stuff below to put $1 for just $1 for 7 days for a trial?
Yes, it's $1 for a 7-day trial, and you can find it at juiceguruacademy.com. Or no, actually, the $1 trial is juiceguru.com/Juice Guru Academy, and I can put it in the box, but.
So that way, and everything we have in there is
that's if you want to get started on it.
We've got a lot of tricks and tips and step-by-step instructions on how you're going to best talk to your subconscious, because that's where habits come from. They come from your subconscious. So have you ever driven to work and it's the same route you take every day, and all of a sudden you're off the freeway and you can't even remember doing that? That's because even driving to work and the route you take has become a habit. And your subconscious mind is doing all of the heavy lifting for you, all of the work for you, while you just pay attention to things on the road. So those are the kinds of things we're talking about. And we have developed a step-by-step method based on our research of how to talk to your subconscious mind and get this to be a habit. And do it for the 21 days.
So whether you're in the academy or not, we invite you to do this challenge with us. We'll be popping up here on Facebook to talk about our progress, and we'll send you email inspiration. So get on our mailing list at juiceguru.com. There's a free template recipe. It's the only recipe you need right there. It's actually on the website at the top of juiceguru.com. Download that recipe. With that one recipe, you can make literally hundreds of juices. Actually, when we submitted for this book, that was the only recipe I wanted in here. They wanted me to submit over 100 recipes. Well, how many recipes? I forget even now.
I think
this one had over 100. And so I submitted those recipes, but it was only that one core recipe, and it's in the book too. but we give it to you free as a poster at juiceguru.com where you can print it out and put it on your refrigerator, good to go, the template recipe, and get that. It's part of this program, and we'll have a link below for you to download that too in the Juice Guru Academy so you can have that poster.
And what's great about the template recipe is that if you're doing a 21-day challenge, you want to keep you don't want to switch back and forth drastically between one day I'm going to do a green juice and the next day I'm going to do a pineapple juice and the next day I'm going to do an apple juice, because you'll have a lot of wasted produce and you won't have everything that you need on hand. Instead, you want to kind of mix and match, but you want to stick with core ingredients, and that's what the template recipe is all about.
Awesome. So if there are any questions, type them in below right now. We're live with you and we can answer them. We always go back and watch the replays. So if you're watching the replay, type it in and we'll answer any questions. If not, we're going to really, be excited. We're going to be really excited, aren't we?
I think we already are. Okay. And we're going to be checking in.
Well, that's obvious.
We're going to be checking in periodically to make sure you're all on track and keeping you up so that we're all accountable to each other and we all keep challenging.
Well, and we're going to be looking for your declarations there to join us in the challenge. Let's make it a challenge. I see Mike says, "Oh yeah, Steve," meaning that Mike's going to take the challenge. I'm wondering if he's going to tag Lisa and let her in too. His wife, Lisa, I know that. Mm-hmm. And anyone else? Rob, I see Rob like this. Rob, if this is your year and you're ready to do the Juice a Day, then let's do it. We're excited to get going with you and everybody here. So thank you for being part of Juice Guru Academy. Thank you for being part of the Juice Guru tribe. And I guess we'll see you next time, right, Julie?
That's right. And get juice.